Donald J. Trump believes that his mugshot is helping him appeal to black voters. Watch this.
But since this has happened, like the mugshot is the best. It just beat Elvis Presley and Frank Sinatra by a lot, by the way. It beat him by a lot. But that's the number one mugshot of all time. It's really an amazing thing. Since it happened, the support among the black community and the Hispanic community has skyrocketed. It's been amazing. Really been amazing. It's been actually very nice to see.
Mr. President,
you know, it's in one way you say, gee, isn't that too bad? But the truth is, it's really a lovely thing when I see that. We have great support now in the black community and in the Hispanic community.
If you've ever wondered why these black Republicans, I'm talking Byron Donalds and Wesley Hunt, why these people have no chance of being elected in a majority black district, this is why. While Donald Trump is on the phone saying that his criminal mugshot is what's helping him perform better with black voters, they are sitting there nodding and grinning and smiling and just going along with this ridiculous idea. Do you know the cascading layers of racist assumptions you have to conclude that black people aren't looking at your policies? Nope. They aren't looking at your remarks about women. No. They aren't looking at the way you've treated black women time and time again. No. They aren't concerned about your inflationary tax proposals. No. They aren't concerned about the way you called black cities fraudulent after black people turned out in record numbers to ensure you lost your job as president in 2020. No. I'm talking Detroit. He attacked Detroit, said those votes were fraudulent. Philadelphia said those votes were fraudulent. Essentially tried to invalidate the votes of black people in the very city he's calling in from, Atlanta, Georgia. We're not looking at that. No. The layers and layers of racist, anti-black assumptions are profound. For you to think that black people see your mugshot and say, ah, yes, that's the guy for me. He gets me. He gets me. How about this? The vast majority, and not just like 52%, not just 60%, the vast majority of black people have no mugshot. What I'm trying to say, I'm going to talk to Donald Trump for a minute. Someone is lying to you. These guys are lying to you. You are their ticket. Their association with you is their ticket to a bag. You ever consider that? Black people aren't looking at Donald Trump's mugshot and saying, ah, yes, now I know. Now I know who I'm voting for. That's not what's happening. But don't take my word for it. Here is U.S. Senator Raphael Warnock telling you the truth.
We have to continue to lay out the contrast between these two men, and tomorrow's a critical moment in that discussion. I think as tough as these times are, the thing about this election is that it's a binary choice, and the choice could not be more stark. It's literally between a man who can only think about himself and is obsessed with himself right now with all of these criminal charges hanging over him, and a man who has literally dedicated his whole life to public service, a noble calling.
Black voters in Georgia, 69% of them are going for Biden, 9% for Trump, 6% for Robert F. Kennedy Jr., 12% are undecided. In 2020, exit polls had Biden at 88%. So if those numbers are right, that's nearly a 20% drop. And I wonder, do you believe it? What do you hold to account for it?
Well, as somebody whose name was on the ballot 5 times in Georgia in less than 3 years, and who preaches every Sunday from Martin Luther King Jr.'s pulpit, I think I know a little something about black voters. And I can tell you that black voters are not going to show up and vote for Donald Trump, not in any appreciable numbers. We'll see the polls go up and down between now and November. Heck, the truth is most Americans aren't really paying much attention until after Labor Day. And so we'll continue to make the case that really we're talking about the soul of our country. We are, I believe, in a spiritual battle.
That's Senator Raphael Warnock saying that, sure, we see the polls go up and down. Folks are saying, I recently heard a commentator say that she thinks that black people will vote for Donald Trump at rates of 36 to 40%. Just frankly, outrageous claims. Outrageous claims. But that's what people are saying. That is what people believe. But as the senator said, it's very likely not going to happen. My personal prediction is somewhere between 12 and 15%, which would be an increase, but would not be an increase in the way that some conservative commentators are hoping, the way that some black conservative politicians are praying. You know, they're hoping that black people turn out because it, of course, benefits their whole thing. It legitimizes their work. Showing up to barbershops to receive phone calls from Donald Trump to say that his mugshot is what's convincing the black American people to support him. Okay, I'm going to call it there. I'm Garrison Hayes, by the way. I'm sitting in for Jesse Dollemore this week. We're almost at the end of the week. We've had such an incredible time. Seriously loved my time with this crew. This is, of course, the Dollemore Daily. We'll be back tomorrow. Today is June 27. I said this earlier, said this in a different video. This is June 27. So you know what that means. It's Jesse's birthday. Go ahead and go down to the comments and give him some love. Say happy birthday. Of course, happy birthday to my friend. I love it if you came over and subscribed to my YouTube channel. Really appreciate all the support you guys have given so far. So come on over. The link to my channel is down in the description, just below the like button. Drop a like while you're there. And of course, let us know what you think down in the comments. How do you think this debate's going to go tonight? Interested in that. And of course, how do you think Donald Trump is doing in his efforts to court the black community? Do you think that there's going to be a large black turnout for Donald Trump this November? I've already given you my thoughts, so I'd love to hear yours. As always, I am so glad that you're here, my friends. Until next time, peace.